Uh, so we have a new topic, something called group by clause. Yesterday we have seen uh, in terms of with respect to multi-row function. With respect to multi-row function, if I use any multi-row function, for example, select max of sun, max of sun. So here I have used from EM, I have used one multi-row function, but along with that multi-row function, I cannot retrieve any other normal column name. I cannot mention or I cannot retrieve any other normal column name along with the function. But in case if I want to retrieve the same, along with the multi-row function, I want to retrieve some normal column. With the help of group by expression or with the help of group by clause, we can make it happen. So we have the same topic, group by clause. So it is used to group the records. Group by clause is used to group the records. And this is the syntax. Here I can specify the column name or expression, group function or group by expression. Both are same. From table name, where filter condition, group by column name or expression. So this is optional. Where clause is optional here. And then that is optional. And then the order of execution. The order of execution. First, from clause as usual. Second, where clause. Third, group by clause. And the last, at last, select clause. I'll repeat. The order of execution. First, from clause will execute. Second, where clause, group by clause, and the last one, select clause. Group by clause and select clause. With respect to group by clause also, we have some characteristics. With respect to group by clause also, we have some characteristics. The first one, group by clause executes after the execution of where clause or from clause. I'll repeat. Group by clause executes after the execution of where clause or from clause. See, this group by clause will execute after the execution of where clause, after the execution of where clause or from clause. Because in group by clause, where clause is not mandatory. So in group by clause, where clause is not mandatory. If we use where clause, then the group by clause will execute after the execution of where clause. If we don't use where clause, group by clause will execute after the execution of from clause. And group by clause executes row by row. Group by clause executes row by row, and it is used to group the records. It is used to group the records. Any clause will execute after the execution of GBC. That is, any clause will execute after the execution of group by clause. Finally, we get the records group by group. We get the record group by group. So this is some basic characteristics with respect to group by clause. So make a heading, group by clause, and start writing few queries. Make a heading, group by clause. Write a query to display. Write a query to display. Number of employees. Number of employees. Write a query to display number of employees who are working in each department number. I'll repeat. Write a query to display number of employees who are working in each department number. So underline that word each. Underline the word each. So whenever you get a word called each, that means we have to use group by clause. I'll repeat. In any query, if we find a word called each, it means we have to use group by clause. And our query says, write a query to display number of employees What is number of employees? Count of star. Count of star from each department number. Say, I'll repeat. Whenever you find a word called each, and whatever the column name that specified along with that word each, that column name should be specified in the select clause, and the same column name should also be specified in the group by clause. I'll repeat. So count of star, comma department number from EMP, group by department number. Okay, group by department. Select count of star, comma department number from EMP, group by department number. See, I want the count. From each department. How many people are working in department number 10, 20, and 30? So I'll repeat. Whenever you find a word, something called each, whatever the column name they have specified along with that word each, the same column name should be specified in the select clause as well as in the group by clause. Same column, both side. I mean, both in this select clause and group by clause, the column name have to be specified. I'll explain how this one has come. For example, this is the one. So this is the query we have written. Select count of star, select count of star, comma department number from EMP, group by department number. And here also we have department number, and here also we have given department number. So whenever we find a word, something called each, and along with that each word, whatever the column name they specify, these column names should be used in the select clause as well as used in the group by clause. And we have seen that group by clause is used to group the records. It is used to group the records, and it is also executes row by row. So what happens? Consider we have select from and group. Select from and group. We know the job of from clause. It goes to the database, search for the table, and put the table under execution. And after the execution, group by clause will execute. Group by clause will execute. And how it executes? It executes row by row. It goes to the first row. And we have given department number, each department number. Count of star, count the number of employees in each department number. So we have many records here. The compiler goes to the first row. It finds department number 10. So it will separate. I'll repeat. So it will separate. Department number 10. Again, department number 20. Department number 20. Separately again. Department number 20. Again 20. Same 20. 30 at last. So 30. 30. And then so it will just go to each and every rows, and it will identify what is the department number, and it will separate. If it finds department number 10, all the department number 10 values are separate. If it is 20, all the 20 department number 20s are separate. And 30, all the department number 30 are separate. So it has grouped 3 different departments, department number 10, 20, and 30. So here, with respect to these example, the number of employees in department number 10 is 3. And the number of employees in department number 20 is 2. And the number of employees in department number 30 is 1. See, department number 10, 3 people, 1, 2, 3. Department number 20, 2 people, 1 and 2. Department number 30, only 1. Just 1 employee who is working in the department number 10. Similarly, here, select star from EM. So department number 30, how many people are working in department number 30? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in department number 30, so it will separate. The compiler will separate all the employees who are working in department number 30, and then it will count number of employees in department number 30. It is 6. Then jumps to the second one. Next to department 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So department number 20, it will count the number of employees. It is 5. Then the 10, department number 10. 1, 2, and 3. So 3 people in department number 10. So this is how the compiler will count from each and every department and gives the output. Is it clear? Nitya aunty?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Copy this.
Yes, sir.
Copy that query. Write a query to display. Number of employees who are working in each job. Write a query to display number of employees who are working in each job. Any answer? Any answer?
Select count
Count number of employees. Count of star, comma.
job.
Yes, they have given each job from EMP group by job. So we have 4 clerks, 4 salesmen, 1 president, 3 manager, and 2 analysts. Copy this. One last query based on group by class. Last query. Write a query to display. Write a query to display. Number of employees who are getting salary greater than 2,000 in each department. Number. I'll repeat the query. Write a query to display number of employees who are getting salary greater than 2,000 in each department. Number. Any answer?
Select sal.
Number of employees, right? Select. What was the query? Write a query to display number of employees who are getting salary greater than 2,000 in each job. Salary greater than 2,000 in each job. Select number of employees. Count of star. Each department number. So they have specified each. So department number from EMP.
Job.
Is it job or department number? It is department number, I think.
Department.
Yes. Each
Department number.
Yeah, department number. They have given a where condition. Where salary greater than 2,000 group by department number. So which means I want the number of employees in each department who are getting salary greater than 2,000. So in department number 10, sorry, 30, there is only one employee who is getting salary greater than 2,000. 20, 3 people. 10, just 2. Copy this. Is it clear with group by clause? Nitya, Sai, Shiva, Sonia, Teju, Yamini?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
So,
Make a next heading, having clause. So this is all about group by clause. Make a subheading, next subheading, having clause. This one. So having clause, it is used to filter the groups. It is used to filter the groups. See, previously group by clause is used to group the records. Group by clause is used to group the records. So whatever the records that have been grouped, to filter that, we have to use having clause. I'll repeat again. See, group by clause is used to group the records. I'll show that how to group. So this is the one. So this is how it was grouped. This is how it was grouped. Depart number 10, 20, 30 separately. To filter these, after grouping, we have to filter it again. To filter those groups, we have to use having clause. To filter these groups, we have to use having clause. And let us see how this one will work. So having clause says it is used to filter the groups. Again, the same syntax, select from, where, group by, and having. So here, first from will execute, second where, third group, fourth having, and at last select. And here we have some characteristics with respect to having clause. 4 characteristics. So the first one, having clause executes after the execution of group by clause. So having clause executes after the execution of group by clause. And having clause executes group by group. So having clause executes group by group. See, where clause and group by clause, they used to execute row by row. Row by row. Each row it goes and it will give us the output. But here, having clause executes group by group. I'll explain how this will work. I'll repeat. Having clause executes after the execution of group by clause. So having clause executes after the execution of group by clause. Having clause executes group by group. Having clause is used to filter the groups. Having clause is used to filter the groups. So whatever the groups we have got from the help with the help of group by clause, to filter those groups, we have to use having clause. I'll tell how to do it. In having clause, we can use multi-row function. So maximum, minimum, average, sum, count. So we can use all those multi-row functions in having clause. But we cannot use that in where clause or group by clause. I'll repeat. Multi-row function can only be used in select clause and having clause, not in where clause and group by clause. Once again, multi-row function, minimum, maximum, average, sum, and total. This one count. All these 5 multi-row functions can be used only in select clause and having clause, not in where clause and group by clause. So that's the last line says, in having clause, we can use multi-row function. Here we can use multi-row function. Let us see how to do that. If you have done with the heading, write a query. Write a query. Write a query to display. Write a query to display. Number of employees who are working in each department number. Write a query to display number of employees who are working in each department number, and they have at least 2 employees, and they have at least 2 employees in each department number. I'll repeat the query again. write a query to display number of employees who are working in each department number, and they have at least two employees in each department number. So I want the count. The query says, I want the count of the employees where there should be at least two employees in each department, at least two. Even if there is any department who is having only one employee, skip that. I don't want. But I want at least two employees in each department number. So if I write a query for that, at least two. What is at least? At least, let me do. So we'll do that. Select number of employees. So count of star. Count of star. Each department number from EMP group by department number, because they said each department number having, so at least is a thing, but minimum to maximum any number, which means greater than or equal to 2. Is it right? Is it right? At least. So at least is nothing but
Yeah.
equal or greater than 2. Equal or greater than 2. So the count of star, the number of employees should be greater than or equal to 2. So in each department, there is at least 2 employees. I'll explain this once again. See, this is the output given by the group by clause, department number 10, 20, and 30. So this was the output given by the group by clause. And to these groups, I will use filter. I will use having clause. And the condition says having clause here. So you can see here. So select count of star, comma department number, because they said each. They said each. So department number from EMP group by department number, because still it is each. If they say each, same column name in the select clause and same column name in the group by clause. After that, they said that at least 2 employees in each department, at least 2. So having the number of employees greater than or equal to 2. So now what happens? Having clause will jump to which one? This department number. It will jump to department number 10 and it will count 1, 2, 3. Yes, satisfied. So I have 3 employees in this department number 10, which is satisfied, because here I have given 2 greater than or equal to 2 employees, but here I'm having 3 employees, so it is satisfied. Then it jumps to second. That means the department number 20 again. 1, 2. So it is still equal to or greater than 2, satisfied. And it jumps to department number 30. It is not satisfied because we just have 1 employee here. So it will just count the number of employees who are at least 2, more than 2. So that's how it will work. Is it clear? Copy this fast. Copy few more queries. Uh, Copy the same query or do one thing. What in case if they ask at least 3? At least 3. Same query, at least 3. Any answer?
greater than or equal to 3.
Yes, greater than or equal to 3. See here, with the first query, we had given greater than or equal to 2. So we have got all the 3 because in department number 10, there are 3 employees. The condition is 2, but here it is 3. So 3 is greater than or equal to 2, satisfied. Here it is 5. It is still satisfied because 5 is greater than or equal to 2. Here it is 6, greater than or equal to 2 again. Now, no, I should make it 5. Not 2, make it 5. Greater than or equal to 5. Very simple again. I'll just edit it. 5. So greater than or equal to 5. See, here in depart number 10, there are only 3 employees, but the condition we have given is 5, at least 5. So here it is 3. 3 is less than 5. It is not equal to nor greater than 5. It is less than 5, so it will be ignored. It will be ignored, and then it jumps to the next department. Department number 20, number of employees 5. So 5 is equal to or greater than 5, satisfied. It will give the output. Then 6. 6 is also greater than or equal to 5, satisfied. So this is the output. Copy this. Copy that. If done, let me know.
Done, sir.
Copy one more query. Make it fast. 2 more queries. We'll solve 2 more queries and then we'll wind up. 2 or 3. So write a query. Write a query to display. Make it fast. Write a query to display. Number of employees along with their maximum salary. Number of employees along with their maximum salary who are getting maximum salary greater than 3,000. So I'll repeat this line. Write a query to display number of employees along with their maximum salary. Number of employees along with their maximum salary who are getting maximum salary. Who are getting maximum salary greater than 3,000 in each department number. In each department number. Any answer? Select number of employees, count of star, along with their maximum salary, max of sal, in each department number, comma, department number from EMP, group by or where clause? Should I use group or where? Any answer? Should I use group by clause or where clause?
Where class, sir?
How? Where?
A
Where?
salary is greater than or equal to 3,000.
No. Read the query. Who are getting maximum salary greater than 3,000. Maximum salary greater than 3,000. That is a multi-row function. Maximum sal, minimum sal. That is a multi-row function, and we cannot
Group
use multi-row functions in where clause. It is directly having clause because we have read that having clause will accept group by this one. Sorry, having clause will accept multi-row function. So having max of sal greater than 3,000. So the maximum salary, there are 3 employees who are getting salary greater than 3000. Copy this fast. Done. Copy next query.
Thank you for some time.
Write a query to display. Write a query to display. Number of employees. Write a query to display number of employees who are working as salesmen. Write a query to display number of employees who are working as a salesman in each department number. Write a query to display number of employees who are working as a salesman in each department number. So write a query to display. Select number of employees. Sorry, count of number of employees, each department number from EMP, where job in or equals to single quoted salesman group by department number. So there are 4 salesmen who are working as a salesman. Sorry, there are 4 people who are working as a salesman. Copy this fast. I have left with 20 seconds.